while we've been talking about Sylvanas, let's jump ahead to the total himself. Connell, by the way, that word is significantly more, well, he would know. It's a lot more offensive in America than it is here. It's why Preach got demonetized for so long, so don't include that in the clip.
Yes.
Oh, dear. Why Sylvanas actually burned Teldrassil. It is Alex Afrasiabi.
Yep.
The proprietor of the Cosby Suite.
Jesus Christ.
He likes things such as... I'm not going to continue.
Yeah, don't do that.
You all know, though.
Yep, you know exactly.
All right, so here's Michelle Morrow. Michelle plays... number one, Michelle, big Sylvanas fan.
Yep.
I visit from time to time if you know our channel. And Michelle's not always been the biggest fan of things. Also voices Verisa in Hearthstone. So, it came to our attention that Sylvanas' current character arc is in fact a result of petty behavior.
Yes.
So, here's this. Pre-retcon Sylvanas, and this is the image. I'm saddened by the leaked cinematic. Her entire character is basically sacrificed for the worst storyline in Warcraft history. I heard from a trusted source the burning of Teldrassil is Afrasabi's fault. No idea. Regardless, my girl is gone to the retcon. Is it almost like it seemed like Sylvanas had a direction in the Legion expansion and then they changed it? Is it almost like the entire fucking language of cinema as portrayed in all those cinematics is completely against what is actually happening and now the canonical story? Oh, color me fucking surprised! I mean, if they are saying split soul and their writers and devs are saying split soul and it ends up not being split soul after all, IDK, I'm just over it. I read Matt Rossi's article. Thanks for sharing. Well written, Matt. We agree that we don't know who Sylvanas is anymore, and neither does she. That's the problem. I blame Afrasiabi for all of it. Of course, he wanted control and abuse. He wanted to control and abuse their best female leader. Now, of course, Ian Bates. By the way, see if you're interested in the lore. Just follow at the Red Shirt Guy on Twitter. Ian keeps a great Twitter account. And we do like him a lot indeed. So, Ian says, there's also some disturbing sexism elements built into the whole situation in regards that Sylvanas was seemingly intentionally ruined by Afrasiabi out of some odd vendetta, as Michelle Morrow has accused him of doing. Really? That I didn't know. Michelle Morrow, I said it Verisa, it's hilarious, Vio. Yeah. Claimed that Afrasiabi intentionally ruined Sylvanas and the Teldrassil specifically only happened because of Afrasiabi and his vendetta. And remember, like Michelle, I don't know if she lives in California, but you know, she hosts and does VO. I'm fairly sure she's sort of in there on the kind of like the LA or Cali crew, whatever it is. Yep. And you know, those people in similar industries, they'll talk to each other. They'll know things.
Yeah, of course they will.
And of course, Taliesin and Evitel.
Yeah, or according to the profile picture, half of Taliesin.
I love that. That's great. Yes. Morrow isn't the only one to say this. I have multiple unconnected sources at Blizzard that have independently confirmed it.
Interesting.
Maybe I should do some poking and prodding.
As they say, big if true. Very big if true.
Very big if true.
Unfortunate if true,
so
to be honest.
Timekeeper Sora? Yeah, Sora.
Sora.
This was my suspicion after the sudden shift in BFA. The declaration she did Wrathgate intentionally. Remember that whole drama? That was fun back in the good old days. Indeed. And the insistence by Afrasiabi that he'd been writing her since then. That's the thing about Afrasiabi. What a fucking prick. Do you remember any time Afrasiabi went and did one of those BlizzCon Q&As and he just seemed like an utter fucking twat, didn't he? He just seemed like the fucking egotistical, punchable wretch. Sorry, that just bubbled out. I don't know what it is, but you know what I mean with Afrasiabi? He just, the way he came off sometimes when he'd respond to those Q&A questions,
smug,
especially that, like the smugness. That one about the woman, what was it? Was it female representation or something? Yeah. And he, just the way that he treated it and treated the person answering and stuff. Ugh. I don't know. You retroactively look back at some of this stuff and you're like, fucking hell, how are we so...
It's hindsight's 2020, obviously.
Because it's Blizzard and Blizzard developers are rock stars. Yeah. So here's... All right. So Laura Shortridge Scott. using power of Zareth Mortis to rewrite reality so Teldrassil and Undercity essentially never happened. It wouldn't be a cop-out so much as a good retcon that also works as a fuck you to Afrasabi's legacy. It's that weird thing. I'd be like, well, this is it's like that thing of, this is really dumb and stupid for the plot, but also, actually, when you think about it meta-wise, I kind of get why we all sort of want to rewind the clock. That's the crazy thing. It's like, oh no, that shitted people's narrative investment during BFA. Oh, wait. How much was that again?
Whose narrative?
Who's what? So, you know what? Actually, initially, you might think that's a weird way of the story to go. But it's like, broader context? Does that fix? Wow. Oh, dear. But anyway, T&E reply, I honestly think this is true. The impression I get is that Afrasabi basically took a shit in the middle of the room, then got yeeted, and they've been trying to clean up ever since. 10.0 will basically be their first day of no shit in the room. Interesting.
Yeah.
I suppose he did say no negativity in the dojo. That comes from Alex Afrasabi, so maybe he just doesn't like his ideas being questioned at all.
Yeah. But anyway, that is...
he's gone.
That's allegedly a number of people at Blizzard suggesting that Afrasabi is the reason Sylvanas is so shit. As to whether that's true or not, we'll never know, but certainly if multiple people are saying it, there's certainly, where there's smoke, there's possibly fire.
That's the I don't have any links to story.
Yeah.
So I can't... Yeah, no, I can't, and when I think about things, by the way, I literally don't know. I don't know who T&E know, but I mean, I know loads of Blizz devs like them, and I'm fairly sure loads of devs, probably in a way that I imagine WoW team leadership would be like, you know what, we wouldn't mind this word getting out there.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
for sure.
I believe T&E in this one. I do.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
I mean, obviously it doesn't, them trying to clean it up obviously doesn't immediately mean that everything they've done so far is like, that we don't agree with has been like completely wiped clean. Like, oh yeah, it's fine, you were just cleaning up mess. Like, definitely probably ways to have cleaned this up a lot cleaner, a lot faster, and gotten things to be sensible. And obviously we still have a lot of issues with Shadowlands generally speaking, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, if this is... if her general narrative being torpedoed and her being thrust into the role of the lead character of Shadowlands in terms of like a lot of its marketing and stuff, and then that all falling flat, that's really, really unfortunate. Really, brutally unfortunate.
Yeah.
Aye, sound.
Sylvanas.
Deadly news. Deadly news.